जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare। Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare। जय त्रिपुटी बालाजी की जय। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada
Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada
Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada
Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Vakati Satma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bando Moye Sabadana Mate Bando Moye Sabadana Mate Yahara prasare pai evavatoriya jai. Yahara prasare pai evavatoriya jai. Krishna prapti hoi yaha hoite. Krishna prapti hoi yaha hoite. Guru Mukha Padma Vaka Jitete Koriya Aika. Guru Mukha Padma Vaka Jitete Koriya Aika. Ana koriha mane asa. Ana koriha mane asa. Guru charane rati aise utama gati. Shri Guru charane rati aise utama gati. Ye prasade pure sarva asa. Ye prasade pure sarva asa. Chakudana dilo jai dhamiran me prabhu se. Chakudana dilo jai dhamiran me prabhu se. Divyo gyani de prakasito. Divyo gyan reda prakasito. Premo bhaktiya hoite avidya vinasayate. Premo bhaktiya hoite avidya vinasayate. Vedagaya haracharita. Vedikaya Hara Charito Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bando Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bando Lokinath Lokirati Vanna Lokinath Lokirati Vanna Aha Prabhu Kada Jaya Deho More Pada Chaya Aha Prabhu Kada Jaya Deho More Pada Chaya Evaya Shushu Tribhuvana Shira Prabhupada Tatita Pavana Aha Prabhu Koro Doyo Deho More Pada Jaya Aha Prabhu Koro Doyo Deho More Pada Jaya Evaya Shushu Tribhuvana Shila Prabhupada Tatita Pavana Jaya Prabhupada 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 Shila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada 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 Shila Prabhupada ki Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Utale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nivasesa Sunyavadi Pasyachari Satarine Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadha Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda बोलिए बोलिए जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Savaravaradakacharya Ashtata Satasi Simatistivangres Sila Avecharanaravinda Shila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaja Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai Anand Koti Vaishnavadinda Ki Jai Iskcon founder Acharya Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Sakaho Si Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasati Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinata Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Ki Jai Vrindavan Mathura Dham Ki Jai Navadvip Mayapudam Ki Jai Ganga Maya Muna Mai Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
हरे कृष्णा। सब लोग मेरे साथ पढ़ें। हमारे गुरुदेव के चरण कमल ही एकमात्र साधन हैं जिनके द्वारा हम शुद्ध भक्ति प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। मैं उनके चरण कमलों में अत्यंत भक्ति एवं श्रद्धा पूर्वक नतमस्तक होता हूँ। उनकी कृपा से जीव भौतिक क्लेशों के महासागर को पार कर सकता है तथा कृष्ण की कृपा प्राप्त कर सकता है। मेरी एकमात्र इच्छा है कि उनके मुख कमल से निकले हुए शब्दों द्वारा अपनी चेतना को शुद्ध करूं। उनके चरण कमलों में अनुराग ऐसी सिद्धि है जो समस्त मनोरथों को पूर्ण करती है। वे मेरी बंद आँखों को खोलते हैं तथा मेरे हृदय में दिव्य ज्ञान भरते हैं। जन्म जन्मांतरों में वे मेरे प्रभु हैं। वे प्रेमा भक्ति प्रदान करते हैं और अविद्या का नाश करते हैं। वैदिक शास्त्र उनके चरित्र का गान करते हैं। हे गुरुदेव, हे प्रभुपाद, करुणा सिंधु तथा पतितात्माओं के मित्र, आप सबके गुरु एवं सभी लोगों के जीवन हैं। हे गुरुदेव, हे प्रभुपाद, मुझ पर दया कीजिए तथा मुझे अपने श्री चरणों की छाया प्रदान कीजिए। आपका यश तीनों लोकों में फैला हुआ है। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Krishna, Krishna. The red notebook, please. Yes.
Hare Krishna. So once again we'd like to welcome His Holiness Sacinandana Swami Maharaj.
Thank you.
So we'd like to thank Maharaj for his wonderful association. He has been very, very kind to come here. And Maharaj is an international preacher traveling all over the world, inspiring thousands and thousands of devotees to chant the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you. And translation in... Yes. Madhava Punya Vihari Radha Madhava Punya Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Vallabha Girivaradari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yasodanandana Braja Janadandana Yasodanandana Braja Janadandana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jayadata Madhava Kunya Vihari Jayadata Madhava Kunya Vihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gita. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. One moment, please. A minute. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Sorry. So, Hare Krishna, do we have a Bhagavatam? If someone could bring me Bhagavatam 9th canto, that would be very good. As you all know, today is a special day. We are celebrating the festival of, please help me, the disappearance festival of Kaviraj Goswami. Yes, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj, Srila Raghunathas Goswami, and Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. I thank you so much. I thought today to concentrate purely on the extraordinary personality of Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, because to cover all the three great souls, that's a lot. Maybe so. I wanted to speak to you today about something which I personally feel is of utmost importance, and that is how can we learn from the example of these great acharyas, and in this way, how can these great acharyas touch our lives even in the year 2022. Sometimes when we celebrate disappearance days or we celebrate appearance days, we think, well, this happened in the past. It is not so relevant to my life. But as you will see, hopefully see, I pray to Krishna that he gives me the right words. As you can hopefully see, the example which these great acharyas have set are extremely important for us, even in this proper, in this day and age. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tenikaparu Raghupate Rabhipatya Sarve Dvantvam Varutam Ibapatti Ratashvayodaye Yagnu Drumar Girigade Shubhya Angadatya Sita Bhimasha Hatamangala Ravaneshan. Actually, you can, is someone operating the computer here? It is, yes, Prabhuji. If you can bring on the screen the verse in Canto 9, Chapter 10, Text 20. Yes? 9, 10, 20. So, by the help of modern technology, we will soon have the verse. Please repeat after me. Tenika paragupater abhipatya sarve. Dvandvam varutam ipapatti rahas vamyodaye. Yagnu drume girigade shubhya angadadya. Sita bhima shahata mangala ravaneshan. Tenika paragupatera bipadya sarve. Dvantvam varutami bapatti radhasya yodaye. Yagnyo drume girigade shubhya angadadya. Sita bhima shahata mangala ravaneshan. Yes, would someone else please chant? Tenika paragupatera bipatya sarve. Dvandvam varutami bapatti ratasvayoda. Yagnodrume Girigadeshu Birangadabhya Sita Bhimashahatar Mangalo Ravaneshan Teni Kapara Gupatera Bipadya Sarave Dvanvam Varutami Bapatti Ratasvayodai Yagyoduma Girigadeshu Birangadavya Kita Bhimashahata Mangala Ravane Eni Kapada Gupate Vipan Wonderful. Vaishnavi, please, if possible. Amipatya sarve Ram varutami bapatti radasayodai Yagnudrume Girigadeshu Bhyangadadya Sita Bhimashahata Mangalarava Te all of them Anikapaha the commanders of the soldiers Raghupate of Lord Sri Ramachandra Abhipatya chasing the enemy Sarave all of them Dvantvam fighting Varutam the soldiers of Ravana Ibha by elephants Pati by infantry, Ratha by chariots, Ashva by horses, Yodai by such warriors, Yagyuhu killed them, Drumai by throwing big trees, Giri by peaks of mountains, Gada by clubs, Ishubhihi by arrows, Angadadya all the soldiers of Lord Ramachandra headed by Angada and others. Angada and Sita of Mother Sita, Abhimasha by the anger, Hata had been condemned, Mangala whose auspiciousness, Ravanaishan the followers or dependents of Ravana. My dear devotees, this is from Lord Ramachandra's pastimes. It describes a very important point about empowerment. Let us hear. Angada and the other commanders of the soldiers of Ramachandra faced the elephants, the infantry, the horses and chariots of the enemy, and hurled against them big trees, mountain peaks, clubs and arrows. Thus the soldiers of Lord Ramachandra killed Ravana's soldiers, who had lost all good fortune because Ravana had been condemned by the anger of Mother Sita. Purport. The soldiers Lord Ramachandra recruited, he brought them together in the jungle, were all monkeys and did not have proper equipment with which to fight the soldiers of Ravana. For Ravana's soldiers were equipped with weapons of modern warfare, whereas the monkeys could only throw stones, mountain peaks and trees. It was only Lord Ramachandra and Lakshman who shot some arrows. But because the soldiers of Ravana were condemned by the curse of Mother Sita, the monkeys were able to kill them simply by throwing stones and trees. Are you attentively listening? On one side there were the soldiers of Ramachandra who were equipped with these powerful weapons, and on the other side there were who? The monkeys of Lord Ramachandra. And what do they had? Stones, trees, mountain peaks. But because the soldiers of Ravana were condemned by the curse of Mother Sita, the monkeys were able to kill them simply by throwing stones and trees. Now Prabhupada says something very important, which is so important for today's day. There are two kinds of strengths, Daiva and Purushakara. Daiva refers to the strengths achieved from transcendence, and Purushakara refers to the strengths organized by one's own intelligence and power. Transcendental power is always superior to the power of the materialist. Depending on the mercy of the Supreme Lord, one must fight one's enemy, even though one may not be equipped with modern weapons. Therefore, Krishna instructed Arjuna, Mam manusmara yudhyacha. Think of me and fight. We should fight our enemy to the best of our ability, but for victory we must depend on the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we can see, well, let me first offer my pranams. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nivishesha Shunyavari Paskatyare Satarine Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shadi Go Bhakta Vrinda very loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. My dear devotees, this is my only lecture here in this most wonderful Radha Parthasarthi temple. So I have thought very deeply about what I will say to all of you today, because I can only talk to you one time. So I request you that you listen very attentively, because I will have to go a little bit fast through this lecture. Remember, we started that today is a very important day because 3 great acharyas have left us. And it is important for us this day to celebrate, because by learning the life lessons from these great acharyas, we also, in our own ways, can learn how to give life or breathe life into our practice of Krishna consciousness. Today we want to talk on empowerment. Now, I do not know what is the Hindi word for empowerment. It's an important word. Please say. Shakti Pradhan. Shakti Pradhan. My dear devotees, we all need higher Shakti, Bhakti Shakti, so that we can bring our life in Krishna consciousness to success. With only our own intelligence, our own strengths, which is called Purushakara, we will not be able to become successful in the mission of human life. We do need Daiva strengths or Shakti Pradhan, very important for us. And a very good example of someone who has obtained this Shakti Pradhan is Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And there are 3 secrets in his life which enabled him or made it possible for him to obtain this Shakti Pradhan from Lord Nityananda. Please listen carefully. He wrote that if one is blessed by the Guru, a blind man can see, a lame man can walk, and a fool can speak. A blind man cannot see by his own strength, nor can the lame man walk, nor can a fool. A fool is always a fool, speak something eloquent. It is because of Shakti Pradhan that it is possible. Let us look at Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He wrote the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, which brought really all the devotees and all the various people who had been touched by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu together in one understanding. There were many understandings who's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu circulating in the time. There were many different thoughts on how to practice Chaitanya Bhakti. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami brought everything together by convincing everyone through this beautiful literature of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. But
as we will know, he could not write this book on his own strength. He was too old to even hold the pen and write. When he wrote the Chaitanya Charitamrita, his brain, he describes, I forget always, but he quoted 2,500 Sanskrit verses, some of them coming from very, let us say, not so known places in the Shastra. How was he able to write the Chaitanya Charitamrita? It is a mystery. It can only be solved by this word, empowerment. See, he was a great devotee. He lived in a household where, or in a joint family really, in a big house with his brothers and so on. And there was regular deity worship going on in the temple. They had their own household temple. And day and night, my dear devotees, in the house of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Jamatpur, there was Sankirtan, Akhanda Sankirtan, day and night. Now he had a brother. The name of the brother was Shyamdas. And Shyamdas had a problem. He accepted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he thought Lord Nityananda is too unconventional. He's too pagal, too ecstatic. And therefore he did not accept Lord Nityananda. The family priest, Gunanava Mishra, had the same problem. While he could see the divinity of Lord Chaitanya, he also, this priest, could not accept Lord Nityananda. So one day, the life changed completely. One great devotee of Lord Nityananda, who is known as Miniketana Ram. Please say, Miniketana Ram. Yeah. Miniketan Ram. Huh? Yes. He was invited by the family to lead Sankirtan, in the evening. So when he arrived, he sat in the courtyard of the house, and all the Vaishnavas, knowing that this is a very great devotee of Lord Nityananda, came and offered obeisances. So Minikatan Ram was so special that when people came and offered him obeisances, he would climb on their shoulders and struck them with their flute. Hare Krishna. Please don't think that this is not good. If someone was struck by the flute of Minikatan Ram, he obtained love of Godhead. There was a shower of tears that constantly fell from the eyes of Minikatan Ramdas, and from time to time he shouted, Nithai! People were surprised, like you were surprised. Because if someone all of a sudden so quickly shouts, so the priest and the brother of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami started to talk. Little bit like an Iskcon. Sometimes in some corner of the temple there is maybe some whisper. No? They started to talk. Oh, this is one of the people of Lord Nityananda. He is also a little bit pagal. Otherwise, how could he shout so loud? And they disrespected Minikatam. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami heard about it and he said, how can you accept Lord Chaitanya but reject his dearmost servant and older brother, Lord Nityananda? This is like the half-hen logic. You accept the back part of the hen because it gives you an egg, but you disrespect the front part of the hen because it eats all these grains. So if you then cut the hen by removing the expensive front part, you will not even have the back part. So this argument was going on. By respecting Chaitanya but ignoring Lord Nityananda, you cannot have bhakti. It is not possible. So Minikatan Ram could understand that there was this whispering, this discussion in the house of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And he went away very unhappy. He was not so much unhappy because he did not feel respected. He was unhappy because of the disrespect towards Lord Nityananda. And when he left, he turned around, he took his stick and he broke it on the knee and then ran and went out. Ooh, very heavy. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was shocked because he knew that in his home a great Vaishnava had been offended. And he also knew when there is an offense against a great Vaishnava, one is doomed, one is cursed. Like we have heard, because of Mother Sita was so much disrespected by Ravana, Ravana's life became cursed and all the soldiers became cursed. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami understood, in our house a great Vaishnava aparat has been committed. Therefore, there can only be a very problematic future. And he felt great anxiety. And with a heavy heart, he went to sleep. Now in the night, he was sleeping. He saw a visitor. In his room, he was no longer alone. There was Lord Nityananda and his servants. And Lord Nityananda spoke. So Krishnadas Kaviraj made his obeisances. Lord Nityananda said, Utta, arise, get up. Behold my form. And then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami looked at Lord Nityananda. My dear devotees, he looked so beautiful, like hundreds of gods of love. Very attractive. He had a dark complexion, but he was shining like millions of moons. He was dressed. Do you know the color of his dhoti? Blue. He was dressed in a blue dhoti, and he had a silken turban. And do you remember how many earrings he had? One, only one. If I would tell you why Lord Nityananda has only one earring, we would sit here for a few hours. It is a very beautiful pastime, but I will talk about this another time. there were many associates. They were dressed like cowherd boys, and they had horns and flutes, and they made music. And Lord Nityananda had a heavy stick. It was a red stick. Some say it was made of iron, and he whirled it around, and there were, and he said in a deep voice, maybe you can say after me, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Yeah, you say in a high voice. That's wrong. Lord Nityananda said in a deep voice, Krishna, Krishna. Yes, yes. Not in a New Delhi voice. So there were bees who were swarming around his lotus feet. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who saw this divine visitors really, he was overwhelmed. Lord Nityananda had a message for him. Don't worry. Because why should Krishnadas worry? Anyone remembers? Yes, in his home there had been a great Vaishnava aparat. Don't worry, said Nityananda. And then he took his hand and he pointed, I do not know where, towards Vrindavan. And this meant you should go to Vrindavan. When Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami woke up in the next morning, the sun had risen already a little bit. He saw those first rays of the sun, and then he thought about everything that had happened in the night, how Lord Nityananda had appeared to him and had pointed towards Vrindavan and said, go to Vrindavan, for there you will attain everything. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wrote about this in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He said, say Kshana, that very moment, he left the home and the family and went to Vrindavan. My dear devotees, oh Prabhu, you're sleeping. Good morning. That is all right. You do so much seva that you must be tired sometimes. But please listen. This is the first lesson in Shakti Pradhan. You must be detached from your own plan and trust that Krishna has a better plan for you. If you remain attached to your old plan and not follow Krishna's plan, you will never be changing something in your life. You will stay the same. I think all of you have given a very good example. At one stage in their life, in your life, you left your home. Some of you left their education, their career, and because you understood Krishna has a better plan. But you need to follow this again and again. You know, when Krishna sometimes closes a door for his devotee, it means the devotee cannot go on like this. He opens 3 doors somewhere else. So be detached from your own plan in Krishna consciousness and walk with Krishna's plan. Srila Prabhupada is the most genuine example for this. He had done his preaching in India, but then he had left everything and he went by ship to America, and there in the most difficult circumstances in this part of New York, which is for the drunkards, the hippies, there he got an apartment and he started his international Society for Krishna Consciousness. So when you are flexible, and you will see the opportunity which Krishna will give you. First lesson. I think a very good place where you can make an experiment, or let us say where you can follow this, is when the book distribution marathon comes again. No? At that time, you can leave the temple. Yes, get out of the house, the temple. Get out of your wonderful, cozy brahmachari ashram bed and start to go out and in the streets of Delhi and see what is Krishna's plan for this day. So when Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami arrived in Vrindavan, what did he find there? In his time, Vrindavan was not as developed as it is now, but there was one big temple, the Govindaji temple, and then in the forest there were these kutirs or huts where the ascetic people, the renunciant Vaishnavas, lived. And they would come together regularly in the Govindaji Mandir and listen to the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. However, my dear devotees, they could not listen to the entire Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because at that time only one book about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was existent. Who can imagine what would be the book? Chaitanya Bhagavad, yes, written by Vrindavan Das Thakur. The Chaitanya Charitamrita had not yet been written, and the Chaitanya Bhagavad mainly deals with the early pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But the devotees wanted to know what did he do in the later pastimes. No? It's like if we hear from Prabhupada about his childhood, it is very sweet, but we want to hear also what he did when he left for America and how he opened so many temples. Only then we are satisfied, if we hear the early and the later pastimes. So in the same way, the devotees were missing really the later pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how he took sannyas and what happened after his taking sannyas, and how he traveled and preached in South India, how he went to Jagannath Puri. Many things, they are only mentioned briefly in Vrindavan Das Thakur's work, but they missed this. So when they saw Krishna Das Kaviraj, when the Vaishnavas saw Krishna Das Kaviraj, they decided he is the right person to write about the later pastimes. And they were correct, because Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami was burning in his heart with the desire to serve. My dear devotees, if you want Shakti Pradhan in your life, you also must have the desire to serve Krishna. Only someone who has the strong desire to serve will be given special service by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had now an order, write the Chaitanya Charitamrita, but he didn't really know so much about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He had only heard about him. So he went to Sridham Radhakund and he listened to the lectures of Raghunath Das Goswami. Do you remember Raghunath Goswami? He gave every day a lecture about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. How long was the lecture? Does anyone remember? 3 hours. I heard 3 to 4 hours even. Oh, long lectures. And he would always talk new things. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami took notes from these very nice lectures and put them later into his book. So he had the desire to serve, but he felt unqualified. And he said, I'm foolish, I'm low-born, and I'm insignificant, and I always desire material enjoyment. Yet by the order of the Vaishnavas, I'm greatly enthusiastic to write this transcendental literature. So he went to the temple of Madan Mohan in Vrindavan Dham, and he prayed to Madan Mohan for Shakti Pradhan. And do you remember, as he was praying, a garland slipped from the neck of Madan Mohan, and the priest, Haridas, gave the garland around Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami as an external sign, or as a sign from the Lord that now you can write. So here, let us bring this all together. We find 3 important lessons for anyone who wants to do something wonderful and who knows, I need the Shakti Pradhan. What was the first lesson? Yes, Prabhu? I'm sorry? No, you have brought things not in order. The first lesson was Krishnadas Kaviraj, we talk about Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, was open to the Lord's higher plan. He lived in this house in Bengal where there was deity worship and Sankirtan, but Lord Nityananda had another plan. He said, what did he say? Go to Vrindavan. And the next morning, the very first moment when the sun was just rising, at that time Krishnadas Kaviraj went to Vrindavan. So the first lesson, if you want to learn something on Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's appearance days, be open, be flexible, be detached from your own plan. Now, when he came to Vrindavan, the Vaishnavas requested him what? Write, yes, write about the later pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And now comes the second lecture. He had a strong desire to serve. Then Krishna will empower you. Then Guru will empower you. If you think, no, sabtik, Malpura sweet, chapati, little Mangal Artik, sabtik. No, I'm all right. You have to have the desire, I want to do some service. Then you can be empowered. And the third lesson which we learn is, he went where? Radha Madan Mohan Mandir, yes. And he prayed. You can be empowered if you get the blessings of Hare, Guru, Vaishnava. You know so many things. Wonderful, wonderful. This is how you get the empowerment. Only when, Prabhupada writes, only when he received the mercy of both the Vaishnava and Guru and Krishna was he able to write. And please, there is another verse in the Antya Leela, that's towards the end of Chaitanya Charitamrita. He writes, I'm so old. I'm troubled by invalidity. I'm almost blind and almost deaf. My hands tremble and my mind and intelligence is unsteady. I'm infected with so many diseases that I can neither properly walk nor properly sit. He was so ill that he couldn't find a comfortable situation to sit, nor could he walk. Indeed, I'm always exhausted by 5 kinds of diseases. I may die at any time of the day or night, but still I'm writing. How is it possible? Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami could understand this is only possible by the merciful empowerment of Hari, Guru, Vaishnavas. No? Only this is possible. So my dear devotees, today on the disappearance day of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, I really want to inspire and encourage all of you. Our path is not always very easy. To control the mind and the senses and to remain enthusiastic in Krishna consciousness, it is only possible by Shakti Pradhan, by being empowered. And for that, 3 things are important. Be flexible, be open. Also when you are old devotee, don't think, now I've learned everything and the young devotees are paying obeisances in the morning to me. No, you always must be in the beginner mind. Be always open. Only then can you advance in Krishna consciousness. And by being flexible, yes, and also we should always see that our desire to serve is very strong. We sometimes may need help from older devotees to encourage, and we should see our His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. He is also in a little elderly body, and I heard there was some surgery recently and it went well, but we can see our Maharaji is little elderly now, but still, can you see so much desire to serve? He even went all the way to Rameshwaram, where many of his disciples are still, many still come with a train back. No? Such a good example. Desire to serve. No? And finally, go to the Lord go to Hari, Guru and Vaishnava and ask them for their blessings so that you can continue. I will end here. I thank you very much for listening. I just have one little request to all of you, but I will just turn to Mohan Rupaji. Mohan Rupa, ending or one question, two questions?
Questions you can take?
Yes, okay. So we have a little time still for questions. Any questions? Little time. Here is one devotee. Yes, we have microphone for you.
Hare Krishna. Maharaj, thank you very much for so wonderfully putting together these lessons. I didn't really know how you're going to connect the Lord Ramachandra shloka to this pastime. It was so wonderful. Very grateful. My question, Maharaj, is that you'd mentioned that we shouldn't be, while we may be making plans, we should remain flexible and open to Krishna's plans. So with Kartik coming up, we will also, at our limited levels of sadhana, we will all be trying to make some kind of sankalpas in terms of our own sadhana. So how do we balance the need for commitment to sadhana versus being open to flexible interventions by higher powers or otherwise?
Yes, thank you very, very much. Have you understood Prabhu's question? We should be flexible. At the same time, there is also our commitment to sadhana. See, our sadhana, we should not be flexible on our sadhana. We should do 16 rounds and read the scriptures and attend the programs, chant and dance. This daily temple, our greater Kailash temple, whoa, you are the best dancers in Iskcon. I have not seen such good dancers. Yes, this is important for your spiritual life to do. Because by chanting and dancing, the heart gets purified. No? So, here we must understand our sadhana. We need to be very strong. Because it's the fundament for everything else which we do. It is said about Raghunath Das Goswami that his sadhana was as immovable as a golden line in a rock. You know, in a line in the rock, not a painted line, but some, you know, natural line in the rock, very immovable, very, if you want to say, you could almost say inflexible. Of course, also in sadhana we sometimes do more, and in this way we increase a little. But sadhana is fundament. But here we are not doing the whole day sadhana. We do service. Many of you are living in the congregation and they live a life where they work and take care of children and so on. Here you should see what is Krishna's plan for you. You should not consistently do the same mistake over again and again. You should see, Krishna is closing now one thing. He's showing me this is not good any longer. Now I must be willing to move on and be flexible and open to Krishna's plan. Maybe I have not really answered your question, Prabhu. You please say.
If it is okay, then I'd like to submit what I wanted further to know.
Yes, please.
Maharaj, it was that the regular sadhana that we are prescribed or we are consistently following is one thing.
But with the month of Kartik coming, many of us may take some additional commitments or some sankalpas, but by virtue of being conditioned, one sometimes tends to be neyamakshama, one doesn't have the determination to complete the sadhana. Yet at the same time, sometimes there are higher priorities or different priorities which may impact on your sankalpas for sadhana for the month of Kartik. There may be other services, etc. So how does one really understand and balance that here I have to be flexible, I have to open to Krishna's mercy, or is it just our mind?
Thank you. I understand now better what you had in mind. See, when we live in an ashram, our main idea or service is we are really serving the mission of our spiritual master, and there are certain requirements in the mission which we have to fulfill. You know, ashram devotees, living in an ashram is a high discipline, because you are actually submitting your own, even your extra sadhana. These things are all under let us say, the Guru's seva. That is first and foremost in an ashram. However, if there is time to increase something, then please increase it by all means and offer it to Krishna. Take these sadhanas which nourish you in your Krishna consciousness, how you are now. Maybe you like to hear kathas. Maybe you like to make an in-depth study of the Bhagavatam. Or maybe you are like me, I like to sing and do japa as extra. It should be nourishing. Not this is how you know, because it will, and that thing which is nourishing, you offer to Radharani. Hare Krishna. Ujeshwari, Kartika Devi. Yes. There is one last question I will take.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanapana Maharaj. Thank you so much for the enlightening lecture. Maharaj, you said in your lecture that we should have a very strong desire to serve Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. But I feel that I lack that desire. So how can I develop that strong desire to serve Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas?
How can you develop the desire to serve? It comes when you realize that you are actually a servant. And that realization will come when you hear a lot. By hearing about Krishna consciousness, by reading the literature, the books, you will develop a strong desire to serve. You will see. Sometimes when your desire is weak, just lock yourself up and tell your, when it's reasonable, of course, lock yourself up and just read from morning till evening, and I guarantee you, you will think, now is the time to act. I must do some service. When your service or inclination of service gets weak, even if you're an older devotee, it can happen, no? Then you are not hearing enough. You're not purifying the heart enough, and as a result, the desire for service is small.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to go too much over time, because we have a great we have a day before us, and many things need to be done before Kartik. But I want to end saying one thing. I especially want to talk to the leaders. Yesterday I had a phone call with Burijan Prabhu. We are opening the Govardhan Retreat Center on the 10th of this month, in a few days. And if it is possible for you to come with some devotees, you are most cordially invited for the opening of the Govardhan Retreat Center. When we opened this Govardhan, or when we started to work on the center, we had a lot of contact with His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, because we always felt this Govardhan Retreat Center is very attractive to the devotees here. And for instance, good preachers like Mohan Rupa, other devotees here could come with groups and go to the Govardhan Retreat Center, and everyone there would be rooms and a nice lecture hall, and all the facilities would be there right by the side of Giriraj, just next to Giriraj. And we did not build this only for the Govardhan retreats, which are organized by the Vrindavan Institute for Higher Education. No, we built this for the various temples in India, and of course Delhi is the first choice because it's much closer than, let us say, our temple in Bangalore or Mayapur and so on. So it is a facility built to serve you, and if you wish and if you have time, I know you have many things to do to organize the various services, but you are most welcome to attend the opening. Also, I mean, the brahmacharis have to do ashram seva, but maybe congregational members. On the 10th of October we start, and you can get the exact schedule by going to the webpage of Vrindavan Institute for Higher Education or Govardhan Retreat Center. You're all invited. Good. So I will end here. I wish you all the best. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Shri Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai. Shri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami ki jai. Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.
Jai.
हरे कृष्णा। तो सब लोग आ जाए पुष्पांजलि के लिए। 6 गोस्वामी जो पुष्पांजलि कर रहे हैं। सब लोग आ जाएं। आपके हाथ में जो पुष्पांजलि आने वाली है उसे 3 बार में डालेंगे। सब लोग मेरे पीछे बोलें। ओम अज्ञानो तिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनो शलाकया चक्षु उन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती इति नामिने श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी दैताय कृपादये कृष्णसम्बन्ध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिद श्रीगौर करुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्धाप सिद्धांत ध्यानहारिणे नमः गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्ब वसाम्भोधे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः नमः भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्द नामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुग वरायते गौराविर्भाव भूमिस्त्वं निर्दिष्टा सज्जन प्रियः वैष्णव सार्वभौमः श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पितरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरात्मसे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्ण भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। जयतां शूरतापंगो मुनिमंदमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदाम्भोज राधा मदन मोहना दिव्य वृंदारण्य कल्पद्रुमाधः श्रीमन्रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थ श्रीमन् राधा श्रीलगोविंद देवा प्रेष्ठालीभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमन् रासरसारम्भे वंशे वटतटस्थितः करसंवेणुष्वनैर्गोपी गोपीनाथः श्रियस्तु नः तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। अब 3 बार हम पुष्पांजलि करेंगे। वंदे रूप सनातन रघुयुग श्रीजीव गोपालक पुष्पांजलिं समर्पयामि। श्री सद्गुस्वामी वृंद की सब लोग प्रणाम करें। वंदे रूप सनातन रघुयुग श्रीजीव गोपालक पुष्पांजलिं समर्पयामि। श्री सद्गुस्वामी वृंद की सब लोग प्रणाम करें। वंदे रूप सनातन रघुयुग श्रीजीव गोपालक पुष्पांजलिं समर्पयामि। श्री सद्गुस्वामी वृंद की सब लोग प्रणाम करें। हरे कृष्णा। तो आप लोगों से प्रार्थना है कि जहाँ जहाँ पुष्पांजलि गिरी है वहाँ से हट करके पुष्पांजलि समेटने में सहायता करें। संसार दावान लालित लोक त्राणाय कारुण्य घन घनत्वम् संसार दावान लालित लोक त्राणाय कारुण्य घन घनत्वम् प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणार्णवस्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम्। महाप्रभो कीर्तन नृत्य गीता वादित्रमाद्यं मनसोरसेना महाप्रभो कीर्तन नृत्य गीता वादित्रमाद्यं मनसोरसेना
रोमाञ्चकम्पाश्रु तरङ्गभाजो वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् रोमाञ्चकम्पाश्रु तरङ्गभाजो वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् श्रीविग्रहाराधना नित्यानाना शृंगार तन्मंदिर मार्जनादो श्रीविग्रहाराधना नित्यानाना शृंगार तन्मंदिर मार्जनादो युक्तस्य भक्तांश्च नियुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् युक्तस्य भक्तांश्च नियुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत प्रसाद स्वाद्वन्न तृप्तान् हरिभक्त संघान् चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत प्रसाद स्वाद्वन्न तृप्तान् हरिभक्त संघान् कृत्वैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् कृत्वैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् श्रीराधिका माधवयोरपार माधुर्य लीला गुणरूप नाम्ना श्रीराधिका माधवयोरपार माधुर्य लीला गुणरूप नाम्ना प्रतीक्षण स्वादना लोलोपास्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् प्रतीक्षण स्वादना लोलोपास्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् निकुंज यूनो
रतिकेलि सिद्ध्यै यायालिभिर्युक्तिरपेक्षणीया निकुञ्जयोनो रतिकेलि सिद्ध्यै यायालिभिर्युक्तिरपेक्षणीया तत्रातिदाक्षात् अतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरुश्री चरणारविन्दाम् तत्रातिदाक्षात् अतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरुश्री चरणारविन्दाम् साक्षाद्धरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भाव्यत एव सद्भिः साक्षाद्धरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भाव्यत एव सद्भिः किन्तु प्रभोर्यः प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरुश्री चरणारविन्दाम् किन्तु प्रभोर्यः प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरुश्री चरणारविन्दाम् यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि ध्यायं स्तुवं सस्य यशस्त्रुसन्ध्यां वन्दे गुरुश्री चरणारविन्दाम् ध्यायं स्तुवं सस्य यशस्त्रुसन्ध्यां वन्दे गुरुश्री चरणारविन्दाम् नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि
गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare निराय निराय गौर सीतानाथ प्रेम आनंदे
आचार्य स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमधि डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की नेत लीला प्रविष्ट इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य सिवर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड श्रील प्रभुपाद की नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा पार्थसारथी ललिता विशाखा गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री श्री गौरताई की, श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, श्री श्री प्रहलाद नृसिंह देव की, समवेत भक्त वृंद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, इस्कॉन वर्तमानाचार्य वृंद की, श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज तिरुभाव तिथि महामहोत्सव की, श्री रघुनाथ दास गोस्वामी तिरुभाव तिथि महामहोत्सव की, श्री रघुनाथ भट्ट गोस्वामी तिरुभाव तिथि महामहोत्सव की, गौर प्रेमानंदे, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and